The time I didn't do it was when we did the brush episodes. Remember the brush washing one? So terrible, don't you remember? That one had no one, I think, that morning.
That was early in the morning.
Yeah, that was really early. Hi, I'm Shelly. Thanks for watching our YouTube channel with Shelly's Beauty Studio. Today's episode, I'm going to talk about hair extensions and how to put it in. So my favorite brand is called Diamond Remy Clip-In Extensions and 7 pieces. I actually probably would love 14 pieces, but I don't think they make it in 14, so you would just buy 2 packs, I guess. But that would be really hard to put in your whole head as well. But yeah, so I love like the fuller the better, right? Because I'm born with really thin hair naturally, and even if you blow dried it really poofy, and if you actually put lots of curls in, it doesn't hold and last. So for special occasions, I would love hair extensions, and they come in a variety of colors. So it comes in a package like this, and it comes in different lengths. So I have this darker set in an 18-inch length, and I have this lighter set in a 14-inch length. So I'm going to show you how it comes out of the box and how you put it on. So this darker set, I've curled it. So sometimes I wear this one kind of curly, but these ones are made with natural hair, right? So you can curl it. You can treat it like your own hair, and you would treat it like your own hair because when you have to wash it, you can wear it many times before you actually wash it, but when you wash it, you're washing it with shampoo and conditioner and then blow drying it or air drying it like you would your normal hair. So this one was curled from the curling rod we just filmed an episode on with the 1.5-inch curling rod. So I've curled these like that. So your pieces, I'm not sure which one the camera will pick up easier to see if the lighter one or the darker one, but they come in 7 pieces. So they always come like this. They have clips in them. So always pick the ones that have clips in them, because if you pick the ones that don't have clips in them, I didn't bring that set in, but I made the mistake of doing that the first time because I guess some people like to make their own lengths and sizes, but for you to sew them in, the clips in, seriously, it takes like hours, and then your fingers are so sore after because you can't actually sew them in with a sewing machine either. Even if you have a sewing machine, you have to do it by hand. So actually when these rip off, sometimes when you use them for a prolonged period of time, they will rip off, but the hair still stays amazing, right? Because they're really good quality. So you do have to sew them back periodically, but I haven't had too much of that. So they actually last really well. So you get a long piece like this. Then you get like a secondary longer piece like that. So it's just like a little bit shorter than that piece, right? Because you're putting it at the top of your head and down, 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 which I'll show you how to put it on in a minute. And then you have a third piece, which is the same length as the second piece. And I'll just keep showing you this way. Then you have another shorter piece, and then another one of the same size, and then you have another 2 more pieces that are even shorter than that. Okay, so I just want to show you all the different lengths. So I have 2 different colored hairs because these are the 2 colors of hairs I usually have colored like this the most often, or it just blends together well. So I've never really put both sets in my head at the same time. So if I want to go darker and longer, I would go with this set. And then if I just wanted like more highlights, I kind of throw in this set. As you can see, it goes on really well. But today I think my hair is kind of wavy, so maybe I'll throw in this set. So I'll put this on for you so you can see. So you want to make sure your sets of hair is, you put it somewhere so you know exactly where all your lengths are. Just so you're sure what to put on what next, okay? And I'm going to show you what it looks like when a clip falls off. See how this one's falling and dangling? That's what it looks like. So I actually have to sew this back on before I should put it on. But I'll just put it on anyway since I'm doing the video, and it should last. So if it's really tangly or whatever, you want to brush it out. You want to brush it out before you put it on. So nice and fluffy now. So, because once it's in your head, if you brush it, it's actually harder to brush. And brushing it with a wet comb that's like a paddle like this actually works best, so that way you're not like tugging on the hair, and that way you don't break it, because you don't want to break it. And you can see it's really fluffy and beautiful, like your natural regular hair. I love it. So much fun. Hair extensions. It's not fun though when you're like out partying or whatever and then a piece falls out on the ground. We've had that before too with my friends when we're younger, so that's not cool either. But I'll show you how to secure it properly so you don't get that. So now I have them all ready to go. The clips, they bend, right? So they have to be in open position like this before you put them in. So I've tried to have my friends or my husband help me sometimes, like to do the line, but I find sometimes like they're just not around, right? So you gotta do it yourself. So you just gotta do it yourself. So you're gonna look in the mirror and then you're gonna see like where the crown of your head is. So you're gonna kind of just grab your fingers like how I'm doing and grab to the top like area where you know it's underneath your hair that it won't show, right? And you want to find the highest point possible because everyone's hair and everyone's head is a different shape and size, and you don't know how these are going to fall on you. So my head shape won't hold all those 7 pieces if I started down here, which some people start here because that's where your ear line is, right? And some people start there. But I know mine can't, so I'm going to start up here. So this is probably not a super straight line, but it's probably straight enough. To hold the pieces. You want to make sure your hair, if you can't feel it with your hand, because in the beginning sometimes it's a little bit difficult to feel it with your hand, you want to make sure it's kind of brushed. So that way you don't have like mixed hair from the bottom and from the top. And you just need one clip. And you just clip your top hair like that. And any clip would work. I just so have these clips here. And then you would take the piece that is the biggest piece, and then you're going to start clipping it in as close to the line as possible. And then so like you just take the clip and you just kind of like squeeze it into not your line, right? And not the hair that's above your line, because I don't think I have a really clear line, so I hope you can see what I'm doing. You just put it like where your hair falls down straight. And you put the middle 2 on first because you have to center it, and then you put these other last 2 outer ones on. And it's so easy, see? It's actually quite secure. So I had my finger under here the whole time to hold on to this extension. So you want to take the extension and then now clip it up, because now you got to get to the under layer. So I could feel there's like hair getting intertwined with upper and lower, so I'm just going to clip it aside. You want to try to have as much as a clear line as you can. And now on to the second longest strand. And then this one only has 3 clips. So I'm going to position the middle one right in the middle. Again, underneath my line here. And then we're going to, and this one was a broken clip, so I'm just going to clip them in. And you just clip it in. And you just feel for it. And then again, we take this one up. And we clip it, and then we go for the next one, and you just keep going down your head like that. So it's really quite simple. Once you get the hang of this, you can do it in less than 5 minutes. And then so when I go to the hair salon to have my hair blow dry, and then it's funny, a lot of the hairstylists sometimes don't know how to put these on. I don't know why. And then I said, okay, it's okay, I'll put them in. And then they're like so surprised I could do it in 5 minutes because they thought it looked so intimidating. But it's not at all. And then you take the next one and you clip it in. And depending on your head shape and size, like as you can see, like I have this left here, and then I have 2 of these small ones here left, right? So if I don't go straight down like this and like this, I can just put it on the sides, right? So I could put like one on one side and the other one on the other side. So you could do that as well. And then that way it fits too. So you can see how you feel like. And then I actually have room for one more, but I'm not going to use the other color. So depending on how you put it, and then you let all your hair down, And then as you're gonna feel for it to see if you feel any of the clips popping out, and I don't, and you can see it's mixed in really well. And then like you're done. And then you have like longer, thicker, fuller hair. And then you, like if you want to do some like finger twirls around to just, you know, like work it through a little bit so that it blends with your hair better in the event it doesn't. That's it. I'm just checking what it looks like because I don't have a mirror in front, so I just want to make sure. And that's it. And that's how you get fuller, thicker hair. Just double checking the clips. Everything's in properly. If everything's in properly, you'll feel that if you tug at it, nothing comes off. And it's like if you want to tie your hair up, like in a bunny kind of thing like this, like your clips don't show. So if you get hot throughout the day, you can tie it up with the clip and it's still good to go, or you leave it back down, or like you can even do it halfway up. A lot of people do that at weddings if they have their hair done but they want it kind of down. They'll leave it like halfway up or down, and this is a great idea because it hides it all. And that's it, I think. Can you see the difference? I think you can see the difference, right? From before and after. This one's longer now too and thicker. So I hope this video showed you a really good way of how to do it really easily, and I hope you'll have lots of fun with your hair extensions like how I do. My next set I'm gonna get is probably like, oh yeah, it is. I'm gonna get a custom made blue one. So then it could be like the color of Stitch, because I love Stitch. So that will be my next set. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and share and subscribe. All right, thanks so much for watching. See you at the next episode.